h4, knight c6, knight f5. Okay, this is another thematic sacrifice. I mean, it's not very often that you see a knight sacrificing in f5 in the Najdorf, but I call it thematic because it's just to keep the initiative, it's just to break the opponent's castling and to deploy the king side of pieces to have more chances with the attack. It takes e5 and knight d4. Okay, allow me please to have one step backward. This knight sacrifice is not the best thing to do in the position, but well, it's a plan you can have, especially if you are an initiative-loving man, as Kasparov was when he played. Knight d4. Okay, removing the possible defenders in the position, and a6, still removing possible defenders and taking the initiative. Queen e2. So far Kasparov has been playing using the initiative of his sacrifice has conceded him quite well. Queen c5, maneuvering with the queen to defend somehow the king side that is now, as we can see, a little naked of pieces that can aid the king in the defense. Queen takes h5, queen f5, and queen h6. And this is the blunder. And this is a blunder that any average player can recognize if he looks at the position with a little care, because what the sacrifice tried to do, that is get a powerful attack in the initiative, now Kasparov has lost it with this move that allows a forced exchange of queens. With king g6, queen has to take, and now the attack has turned into a smoke, and even if the black pawn structure is badly damaged, Hofmann is going to find enough counterplay with the pieces and his extra piece, of course, to obliterate any will of winning or even of defending the Kasparov may have left. So, as we've said in the beginning, no matter how well you play until some certain move, no matter how theoretical your attack is, and how powerful your initiative is, if you lose it some way, you may end up having a lost position, as it happened here. And by the way, better than the queen h6 blunder would have been bishop e3. Of course, queen can't take, because this would have been fatal for black. Say, for example, takes this, just aims for a checkmate, and bishop e3, queen h7 to defend. And now, after exchanging the queens, we still have the initiative with bishop f5, king g8, and this. After, of course, answering with knight c8, all the pieces, the black pieces, are quite passive, and now we can make use of the extra pawns, even this one, and we can occupy the open columns with no chance of black removing at least one tower, one rook from there. But let's go on with the actual game. After the exchange of queens, queen f7, queen d2, trying to centralize both kings, d5, taking the initiative, retreating with bishop, rook e8, attacking the weak spots. Of course, when you get the initiative back, you want to spot the weaknesses of your opponent. That of course will be important after a not very successful sacrifice. Rook h1, towers in the passive defense, not the best thing to do, but the position now was lost anyway, I think. Knight d7, f4, trying to cement the pawns in the king side, but to not a lot of extent, because they are quite weak anyway. I mean, they have a lot of spots to be attacked from. f5, knight d3, exchanging pieces so that the extra black piece gets more notorious in the board. f4, f takes g6 with check, king takes g6, stopping, controlling the three pawns, which otherwise it could be, that's true, quite dangerous. C takes d3, rook e8, occupying the open files, and now is black who's going to have the open file, because in case that one of the rooks comes here, we can exchange and still have more advantage with the extra piece, or even take the bishop out of this diagonal and still keeping both of the open columns. King g3, king h5, blocking the advance of the king, so that it doesn't help in any future path the pawns may take. King f4, bishop c7 with check, and king a5, the final blunder that makes the position completely lost for black, because, well, checkmate here is pretty unavoidable. And I think that's all we have to say now about this game.